So people wonder why is my credit score 640? Why isn't it going up? Because you have to hit this. Look at this as a assignment in school. A lot of people amounts owed. I think this is a little backwards, and I'm gonna break this down. So 10% new credit, 15% length of credit history, 10% credit mix, 35% payment history, and we just said that. So let's start down here. Credit mix, I don't worry about. Credit mix is like auto loan, revolving credit, mortgage, personal credit. Those are different credit mix. I don't worry about that because a lot of this stuff is going to happen organically. You may get a credit card. You may get a card. That's a credit mix. You don't have to go out and get a personal loan. If you read this, you Google, how do I change my credit score? And then say credit mix and tell you all this stuff. Don't go and get no personal loan, no payday loan, no check cash in place loan and all this stuff. Don't do that. Length of credit history. We just went over that. You want to keep your credit history as long as possible. Obviously, when you're just starting, that's why your credit score doesn't really go up. You've heard people say, I can have bad credit is no better than having no credit. It's kind of true because credit is based on risk. If you have no credit, you haven't proven to anyone that you can maintain credit. That's why a lot of times when you have no credit, people say it's just like bad credit. No credit. We're going to say that one for last because this, even though it's 10%, it's going to be ironic why I'm going to say that one for last. 30% amounts owed. When you see this on anything else, it's going to be credit utilization. You want to make sure your credit utilization is 30% or less. Easy to remember, 30% of your stuff, 30% or less. Reason being, when you start exceeding 30%, the creditors look at you as a risk. Is he or she going over their budget? Are they spending too much? Do they have a problem? Are they going to get to 100% and not pay us our money? Rod said keep it at 10% or less. The expert said 30%. Let me explain how you calculate that. You'll take the amount that you owe. That's why it says amounts owed divided by the credit limit. If you owe $400, you divide it by $1,000 credit limit. That's 40% amounts owed. If you got $300, that's 30%. Now, going down the payment history, these two here will really rock your world with your credit score. Your payment history. Obviously, you want to pay on time, but that's what people mess up. If I pay at the due date, I'm good, Rod. I paid 3 days before the due date, Rod. Why isn't my credit score going up? You would be surprised. The texts, the comments, the membership questions I get about this. Well, you have to pay. I don't know my due dates. I don't care about my due dates. You need to know the statement closing date. If your statement is usually a 21-day grace period, if your statement closes on the 3rd of the month, your payment's going to be due on the 24th. We don't want to wait till the 21st because guess what's going to happen on the 3rd? The 3rd of the month is when they're going to report to the bureaus. Rod's credit, the amount he owed was $500. But between the 3rd and the 21st, when I pay it on the 21st, I'm going to pay it in full. I'm going to pay that $500. But then when I get my credit karma, my credit score didn't move because they reported that I had 50% credit utilization. I'm thinking I got 0%. And I'm over here mad as I don't know what. So payment history, pay on time. Just make sure you know your statement closing dates. 30% or less, 15% is your length of credit history. Don't get rid of your oldest credit cards. If you don't have two credit mix, I don't really sweat that. That's going to happen organically. Let's talk about this new credit. This is the season where people get all kind of new credit. You go to you go online. You ain't really got to go to the mall. You go online. You see Amazon. Hey, apply for the Amazon card and you'll get 10% off your order. Apply for this place, you'll get 15% off your order. Apply for this place, you'll get 20%. And you just are applying and applying and applying. Every time you apply and if you get denied, you're going to take a credit hit. It could be 2 to 5. I've seen 5-point drops when I was in the automotive industry. I've seen 2-point drops. But if they tell you, or you're in the store, they tell you, or you looking on the internet and you get a pop-up on your screen that say, hey, Rod, you're going to get a letter in the mail of 7 to 10 days. That is code word, code 500, blue light special that you were denied. I'm just going to tell you. Because if you approve, you're going to get congratulations. Do you want to use it now? Here's your 10% off. Now, if this is what people be called slipping on a banana peel. If the whole thing was, would you like to apply for a card to get 10% off this purchase? And then they tell you you're going to get a letter 7 to 10 days. What happened to my 10%? Duh, you ain't going to get it because you were denied. And then while you waiting on this letter in the mail, you go to your next website. And then you go to the third website. Everybody telling you about this letter. You just think you about to be the most popular person in credit card history. But what's happening? Let's just say 3. We're going to use between 2 to 5. So we'll say 3. 3, you go to 5 places. You just dropped your credit score 15 points. 3, 5 times 5. 5 places, 3 points each. You just dropped your score 15 points. And you ain't got Nathan. You ain't got nothing. Nothing. You're going to get a letter in the mail. You're going to get a bunch of them. But before you get the letter in the mail, you're probably going to check your app and see what your credit score doing. And you're going to be mad as hell because your score going to be done drop. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen.